Oh, 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 my head. Oh, these imperialism videos are getting crazy over here. Alright, what's next? What? Huh? What? What? They're all switched up. What the That's right. All of the teams have been switched up. Now you're probably wondering, why? Well, here's why. For the past 3 videos that I've done on NHL Imperialism, we've had a lot of very similar matches. Tampa Bay versus Florida, LA versus Anaheim, Edmonton and Calgary, Ottawa and Toronto. They've all been very similar type of aspects, and I'm decided, let's change it up a bit. Let's see what happens when we switch their seeds. So, you're probably wondering, what do you mean? What I mean by that is that we took the seeding placements of last season's NHL 21-22 season, where each team's seeding position swaps with the other team's same seeding position. For instance, the first seed of the Eastern Conference was the Florida Panthers. The first seed of the Western Conference was the Colorado Avalanche. We swapped their places because they both share the same seed in their respective conferences. So now Florida's in Colorado and Colorado's in Florida. And that goes on for all of the teams, all 16 places per conference. Without further ado, let me explain an NHL Imperialism for the new people who join in. I have created 3 others if you want to go watch those, but if you want to watch this one first, that's all fine by me. What an NHL Imperialism is that we have our map full of the teams of all 32 NHL teams. And with that, we'll go on ahead and go to our wheel spinner and pick a team. All 32 teams are on here, and once that team is picked, let's say, for instance, it was Florida. Then we would go back to our map and pull out our spinner. Our spinner will spin, and that will choose the direction where that team is going to go. If that arrow points towards an empty state or province, then that team will take it. For instance, Florida goes and takes Utah. Now let's say it was the Islanders, and they went left. Then they would go to a head-to-head battle with Detroit. And the Islanders would be the away team, and Detroit would be the home team. Whoever wins that game will take over the territory of the team they've beaten. So let's say the Islanders win. Then they would go ahead and take Northern California, and the Red Wings would be eliminated. And then recently, I've been also doing it to where the team that loses has to forfeit 1 player from their team to the team they lost to. So let's say the Islanders win and they take Larkin. Then Larkin will be on the team. And it'll go like that for all of the teams until 1 team is left standing. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start Season 4 of the NHL Imperialism, the quest for Imply, switching seeds. Alright, let's go to our wheel. And our first team is the Ottawa Senators. Let's go to the map to see where they will be going. So there's Ottawa. They have swapped places with Anaheim, so now they're down in Southern California. Now, no matter what, they're going to face a team. So let's see who they will be taking on. Alright, we got that arrow pointing upwards, and they're going to be taking on the Boston Bruins. Let us go get a game. Welcome to TD Gardens in Boston, Massachusetts, where the Ottawa Senators and the Boston Bruins start off Season 4 of the NHL Imperialism. Gonna go down to the B of the Bruins, down in the middle ice. Gonna get a good face-off, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. We're about 10 seconds left with Boston leading 5-3. Crowd is chanting down as Garou going in and shoots, and Allmark saves. Well, that's pretty much it. Ottawa's not going to do anything, so we'll go on ahead and take a look at the map to see what Boston is taking over now with the new area that they are in. But before we go to the map, we have a new player moving since Ottawa is now eliminated, and Boston is taking Alex DeBrincat from the Senators. Alright, now let's go take a look at that map. Welcome back to the map after the first game of Season 4 with the Boston Bruins taking down the Ottawa Senators. They put up a good fight with 3-0 in the first period and then lost it all 5-3. Alright, let's go to the wheel. Alright, we're going to the Florida Panthers, where they're located now in Colorado. And they will be going to get Kansas. So, let's go give them Kansas. And now Florida has taken Kansas. They're going the route of expansion, so good on them. Back at the wheel, where we're going to get our next team, the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's go see what they're going to do. There's Vegas, and we have an arrow spinning, and they are going to fight the Los Angeles Kings. Well, let's go get a game for that one. Welcome to Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, California, where the Vegas Golden Knights and the Los Angeles Kings battle it out for New England territory. Very strange to say. Going to the face-off now in the shield of the LA. Face-off one, and we will see you all in the final moments. Vegas has just pulled their goalie because Los Angeles is now holding the lead 1-0. Doughty tries to shoot but couldn't get anything. Now Vegas picks it up with Theodore. Going around, getting held against the wall, and now it's Martinez. Pass it down to Cotter. Going around, gives it to Hutton. Tries to shoot and couldn't get anything. Quick holds. Face-off now down, won by the Kings. Ardverson passes it down to Iafallo. Crowd counting down. Roy. Dano. Now it's Kessel for the Knights, and could not get anything as the Kings win 1-0. We will now go take a look at who they will be taking from the Knights. Let's go take a look. And from the Vegas Golden Knights, Mark Stone is going on to the LA Kings. Alright, let's go take a look at that map. Alright, here we are at the map with the Kings taking down the Vegas Golden Knights in a very short goal game, 1-0. Let's go take a look at that wheel to see who is next. And we're going to be going down to New York, where the Winnipeg Jets are stationed now. Let's go take a look. Alright, so we got Winnipeg and an arrow spinning, and they will be taking on the Los Angeles Kings. Let's go ahead and get a game. Welcome to Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, California, where the Winnipeg Jets are now taking their turn to go on ahead and attack the Los Angeles Kings. Gonna go down back to the shield of the LA Kings in the middle of the ice. Gonna get a good face-off, and we will see you all in the final moments. Here we are with about 10 seconds left in the game between Winnipeg and Los Angeles, as Lemieux holds it for the Kings, who passes to Anderson, who gives it right to Doughty, who gets hit, but Lemieux picks it up, and it doesn't matter because the Kings win 0-3. They scored 3 goals, and Winnipeg has not done crap. Hellebuck just let them all in. Well, let's go take a look at who they're taking from the Jets. And from the Winnipeg Jets, the Los Angeles Kings are going to be taking Connor Hellebuck as their goalie. Let us go on ahead and take a look at that map now. Alright, here we are at the map with the Los Angeles Kings taking down the Winnipeg Jets in a 3-0 contest. So it looks like the Kings are making an early start for Dynasty. See who can take them down. Let's go to the wheel. Alright, wheels spinning, and we're gonna get the Florida Panthers again. Last we saw them, they expanded over into Kansas. So let's see what they do now. As they are going to expand, they will be taking Wyoming. Let's give it to them. Florida now takes control of Wyoming. So let's go back to the wheel to see who is next for expansion. Got the wheels spinning, and we are going to the Washington Capitals, all the way down in Nashville. Let's go take a look. Alright, Washington, let's see where you go. And you will be taking on Kentucky. Let's go give him that. Alright, Washington is getting more expansion as well. Back to that wheel. Alright, wheels spinning, and we are going down to St. Louis, but technically we're actually going to New York. Well, St. Louis, you kind of are a little stuck in an area, but it doesn't matter because you're going to be taking Vermont. Now the Blues are expanding as well, avoiding a king battle. Let's go back to that wheel. Alright, next wheel spin we get the Colorado Avalanche. With Colorado, they can actually take South Carolina if we get a trajectory from the middle, and it just avoids Edmonton, so we'll see that. Otherwise, they're kind of stuck. Or they can even take on Minnesota. Who knows? See where this arrow points for them. Spinning. And there's no way. Let me go ahead and get that line. Well, the Avalanche thought they were slick, but they are going to be taking on the Minnesota Wild through a coastline attack. Let's go get a game. Welcome to Xcel Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota, where the Colorado Avalanche are trying to take in on a coastal attack against the Minnesota Wild. Gonna go down to the Wild logo down in center ice. Gonna get a face-off, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. We have an empty net for Minnesota as it's 3-2 for Colorado winning. Face-off now down in Colorado's zone. Face-off is getting over, and it's won by the Wild. Middleton shoots, blocked by Georgiev. Boldy going around, passes it down, and gets the pass back. Shot by Zuccarello, and saved by Georgiev. Face-off back in the same place in the Colorado zone. Puck dropped, won by the Wild. Middleton gives it to Eriksson, and saved by Georgiev. Face-off on the other side, but still in Colorado zone. Puck dropped, won by the Wild. Gives it to Hartman, who shoots, and he gets hit hard. Now it's Nito. Passes it down to Rantanen. Going on. Does a little Duke, and shoots. And a little bit to the right. Wild pick it up with 10 seconds to go. Greenway going down. Trying to get something going. Goes on the outside and loses the puck. But Hartman picks it right back up. Another shot, and oh, Greenway had an open way. Shot, and Georgiev saves, and the Colorado Avalanche win against the Minnesota Wild, and will be taking North Carolina. Let's go ahead and take a look at who the Avalanche will be taking with them. And Kirill Kaprizov from the Minnesota Wild will be going on to the Colorado Avalanche. Let's go take a look at the map now. Here we are with the map as the Colorado Avalanche now take down the Minnesota Wild on a coastline invasion from Florida to North Carolina. Very wacky, but that's what the arrow chose. So let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Alright, wheel is spinning, and we are going to get the Calgary Flames. Let's go take a look at what they're going to do. Calgary now is in Ontario. Arrow is spinning for them, and they will be taking on the Anaheim Ducks. Let's go ahead and get a game for y'all. Welcome to Honda Center in Anaheim, California, where the Calgary Flames and the Anaheim Ducks battle it out for Ontario, as they are both sectioned in that province. We're going to go down to the D Duck in the middle of the ice. Going to get a good old-fashioned start face-off, and we will see you all in the final moments. 10 seconds to go as the crowd is counting down. Vakanainen shoots. Couldn't get anything. Hannafin holds it for the Flames. Toffoli going down with the countdown. I don't think he's going to make it. Huberdeau couldn't do anything. And the mighty Ducks of Anaheim will take down the Calgary Flames. Let's go take a look at who the Ducks will be taking with them. And Jonathan Huberdeau from the Calgary Flames will be going to Anaheim. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map to see what Anaheim has gotten for land. All right, here we are at the map with the Ducks taking down the Flames and taking Ontario. The Ducks, once again, showing some power as they take down a pretty good team of Calgary. And now they take a whole province in Canada. Let's go to the wheel. Wheel is spinning, and we have the Chicago Blackhawks. There's the blurry Blackhawks right there, and they will be taking on the Seattle Kraken. Let's go get a game. Welcome to Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, Washington, where the Chicago Blackhawks are going in to try to get more land than just the state of New Jersey, but they have to go through the Seattle Kraken, so let's see who will come out on top. Going down to the S of the center ice, going to get a good old-fashioned face-off with the puck dropped, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. 10 seconds to go as the Seattle Kraken just got their empty net. Shot right and couldn't make it. Now it's picked up by no one because now Seattle has it, but it doesn't matter because the Blackhawks win 2-1. Seattle could not get anything going in the last minute, and so they couldn't pull their goalie until like the last 10 minutes. Well, let's go ahead and take a look on who the Chicago Blackhawks will be taking with them. And Andrei Burakovsky from the Seattle Kraken will be going down to the Chicago Blackhawks. Let's go take a look at the map now. Here we are at the map with the Chicago Blackhawks taking down the Seattle Kraken and gaining a lot more land now and not stuck in tiny state of New Jersey. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the wheel now. Alright, we got our wheels spinning, and we're going to have the Montreal Canadiens. Let's go take a look. Here's Montreal, now down in Arizona, and the arrow will have them go New Mexico as they barely glance over in that corner. More pixels on this dot are to the right than to the left, so they take New Mexico. Montreal is now expanding more in the southwest. Let's go back to the wheel. Wheel is spinning, and we are going to have the Philadelphia Flyers. There's Philadelphia now in Seattle, getting the arrow spinned. Welcome to Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio, where the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Philadelphia Flyers battle it out on the western side of the United States and Canada. Going down to the big star of Columbus, where we're going to get our face off, and we will see you all in the final moments. 10 seconds to go in the game between Columbus and Philadelphia. We're going to have a face-off now down in the Flyers zone, and the Flyers win it. Countdown has started. Lafton passes it down, and it looks like the Columbus Blue Jackets are going to win 5-1. Well, let's go ahead and see who the Flyers are going to lose to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. And from the Philadelphia Flyers, Sean Couturier is now going to Columbus to go with Johnny Gaudreau and Patrick Laine. Let's go take a look at the map. Here's the map as the Columbus Blue Jackets take down the Philadelphia Flyers and take a hold of Washington. Now, there goes Columbus gaining our land. Let's go ahead and go to the wheel. Wheel is spinning, and we have the Colorado Avalanche. Here we are with the Colorado Avalanche. Last time we saw them, they took down Minnesota in Carolina through a water attack, basically. They took a boat and went straight to North Carolina. Here we go with the arrow spinning, and they will go on and take on Edmonton as it does go through the tiny little slit of the borderline of the Florida state. Let's go ahead and get a game. Welcome to Rogers Place in Edmonton, Alberta, where the Colorado Avalanche and the Edmonton Oilers battle it out once again on a rematch of the Western Conference Finals. We'll go down to the center ice where the Oilers are located. Going to go ahead and get a good old face-off, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here you are between the game of Edmonton and Colorado, as Colorado has now just emptied their net due to the fact that they are losing 2-1 to the Oilers. Puck being thrown to the Colorado zone, picked up by Girard. He just throws it out, but he gives it to Kaprizov. Landeskog. McKinnon scores! Whoa! With less than 30 seconds, Colorado comes in and ties the game with Nathan McKinnon. So now we have a tie game with less than 13 seconds to go. Face-off won by the Avs, but it's picked up. Nurse gives it to McDavid, and he gets it. Nichushkin picks it up with 5 seconds to go. Trying to hold off. Looks like we are going to overtime with a big hit. Alright. Well, if you don't know the rules of overtime for us, we're only going to show the start of it, and then we are going to show the final seconds that lead up to the goal, and then the goal, and then that'll be it. As I know, I said Kaprizov, not Kaprizov, my bad, but he was part of the assist. Anyways, face-off now for overtime number 1, and we will see you all in the final seconds. Puck is rolling around, picked up by Bouchard. Darren Helm now has it, and a lot more puck fumbling. And Nito has it. Nito to O'Connor and scores! And the Colorado Avalanche take down the Edmonton Oilers to reign over all of Florida. Alright, let's go take a look at who the Avalanche will be taking with them on this Florida dynasty. And who else but Connor McDavid going to the Colorado Avalanche as their center. Alright, let's go take a look at that map right now. Here we are at the map where the Colorado Avalanche have taken down the Edmonton Oilers to gain all of the state of Florida. So now the Avs control a whole state once again. Alright, let's go to the wheel to see who is next. Alright, wheel is spinning to get our next opponent, and it will be the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's go take a look at what they're going to do. Toronto, now in Calgary's area, are going to take on the Columbus Blue Jackets. So let's go get that game. Welcome to Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio, where the Columbus Blue Jackets are taking hold of their extended land from the attacking Toronto Maple Leafs. Gonna go down to the star of the Columbus in the center of the ice. Gonna get a good face-off, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with about 10 seconds left between Columbus and Toronto, with Toronto holding a huge lead to 5-1. Patrick Liney's now going in and gets hit. And now the game is over as the Maple Leafs win 5-1 against the Columbus Blue Jackets and take a lot of land on the western side of Canada. Let's go ahead and take a look on who they're taking with them to that quest. From the Columbus Blue Jackets, Johnny Gaudreau is going to the Maple Leafs now. Alright, let's go take a look at the map to see what it will look like with one less team. Here we are at the map with Toronto taking down the Columbus Blue Jackets and gaining a lot of land over on the western side of Canada. Now they have Johnny Gaudreau and Seattle as well. It's crazy. It's filling up fast. Alright, let's go take a look at the wheel to see who's next. Alright, we got a wheel spin, and we're going to have the Toronto Maple Leafs again. Let's go take a look at what they're going to do now. Alright, we got our arrows spinning, and the only team they could fight is the Tampa Bay Lightning. Is what they're going to do, actually, is go take on them now. So let's go get a game. Welcome to Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida, where the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Toronto Maple Leafs battle it out for Alberta. Strange thing to say still. Not getting used to it. Going down to the Lightning Bolt down in center ice, where we're going to get a face-off, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with about a minute left between Toronto and Tampa Bay with a Vasilevskiy save. Face-off now down in the Tampa Bay zone. Face-off is fought and won by the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're going in through the zone and loses the puck. Now it's picked up by no one as the puck just goes freely. Hedman to Kucherov to Stamkos, and Stamkos gets hit. Marner, now it's Matthews going through, getting a good edge, gives it shot, save, Vasilevskiy. Alright, face off in the Lightning zone, won by the Maple Leafs. Good shot and a good save. Alright, gonna repeat that, same face off, won by the Leafs again. Giroux, Muzzin, shot right off of a man. Matthews couldn't get anything. Picked up by Hedman. Got less than 20 seconds to go. Point. All the way down to Kucherov. Tries to go to the slot and couldn't get anything. Oh, and a puck is going free. Ooh. Man, Samsonov almost had an own goal on himself. Bunting tries to shoot and gets picked off. Hedman. And we're going to overtime. Alright. Overtime number 1 between the Maple Leafs and the Lightning. Gonna get a face-off in the middle of the ice where the Lightning Bolt is, and we will see you all in the final seconds. Camp. Shot and scores! And the Maple Leafs are moving on and take down the Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's go ahead and take a look on who they will be taking with them on this Canadian dynasty. Let's go take a look. And from the Tampa Bay Lightning, Andrei Vasilevskiy goes on to be the goalie for the Maple Leafs. Alright, let's go take a look at the map. Here we are at the map with the Maple Leafs taking down the defending Imply Cup champions, Tampa Bay Lightning, and taking their goalie in Vasilevskiy. Now Toronto is taking full control of the western part of Canada. So look at them go. Alright, let's go back to the wheel to see who's next. Wheel's spinning, and we're going to have the New York Islanders. Let's go take a look at them. There's the Islanders all the way down in Las Vegas now, in Nevada, and they will be taking on the Detroit Red Wings. So let's go get a game. Welcome to Little Caesar Arena in Detroit, Michigan, where the New York Islanders are trying to take on the northern part of California that the Detroit Red Wings hold in their honor. Going down to the Red Wings center ice, right on the wing, going to get that face-off, going to get that puck dropped, and we will see you all in the final moments. Here we are in the game between Detroit and New York, as the Islanders have just pulled their goalie off, but it does not look good for them, as Detroit's going to try to score, but they keep blocking the shots. And now we have a goal. Veleno scores for the Red Wings, and looks like he is going to ice the game for the Red Wings. Good for them. They've taken down the Islanders, and they will be taking on the Las Vegas State. So let's go ahead and take a look at who they're going to take first, and then to the map. And from the New York Islanders, Ilya Sorokin is going to the Detroit Red Wings as their starting goalie now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the map to see what that looks like for the Red Wings. Here we are at the map with the Red Wings taking down the New York Islanders 2-0 in a good old-fashioned shutout, as the Red Wings now steal Sorokin from the Islanders and take over Nevada. Let's go to the wheel to see who's next, though. Wheel's spinning, and we're going to get the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo and Winnipeg has switched places, and now we're going to get a good old-fashioned arrow spin, and they will be taking... Little mishap with the arrow there, but that's alright. It's still going to Saskatchewan. I misclicked by accident. But anyways, yes, Buffalo will be taking Saskatchewan, so let's get that filled in. Buffalo is now expanded, and all of the lower half of Canada is taken over by a team. And then there's 4 teams left in Canada, with one of them an actual Canadian team. Let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Alright, we've got our wheel spinning, and we're going to have the New Jersey Devils. So there's New Jersey, all the way down in Illinois. Going to get a good arrow spin, and they will be taking in Indiana. So let's go get that filled in. And now the Devils expand more. So who's next for expanding? Wheel spinned, and we get the San Jose Sharks, Imply Cup champions of Season 1. They have swapped places with Michigan, and now they will go and take on Anaheim, as that arrow goes right through their other territory and goes straight into Anaheim's zone. So let's go get a game. Welcome to Honda Center in Anaheim, California, where we're having a California battle in the Midwest territory taking. It's very strange. But anyways, it's San Jose versus Anaheim. Sharks and Ducks battling out. Face off. Final moments. See you there. Here we are with about a minute left between Anaheim and San Jose, as the game is tied 2-2. And now San Jose is driving into the zone, trying to get something going, and nothing there. Strome has it for the Ducks, but held against the wall. Now it's the Sharks. Carlson to McDonald. To Meyer, who gets hurt. And Klingberg has it. Klingberg going in. Gets around a guy, but couldn't get around another. Now it's Carlson. Now it's Meyer. And he gets poke checked. McDonald now has it. Carlson. Now the Sharks have it all the way down, as a Duck is going off to the ice, as he is injured. Ducks now have it. Pass all the way into the slots, and nothing there. Carlson trying to get something going with less than 5 seconds. Nothing. And now we're going to go into overtime. Alright, face-off number 1 now in between the Ducks and the Sharks, and we'll see you in the final seconds. Held wall. Shot scored by Meyer, as the Sharks have defeated the Ducks and will be taking a large amount of land in Canada. But first, let's go take a look at who they'll be taking with them from the Ducks. And from the Anaheim Ducks, it is Cam Fowler going to the San Jose Sharks. Let's go take a look at the map. Alright, here's the map as San Jose takes down the Ducks and what would have been a California battle, but now a battle between Midwest and Canada. Now San Jose is taking a large amount of land. So let's go ahead and take a look at the wheel now. Alright, got our wheels spinning, and we are going to have the Detroit Red Wings. So let's go take a look at them. Got an arrow spinning for Detroit, and they will go up against Boston, as that arrow is definitely going through this area. So let's go get a game. Welcome to TD Gardens in Boston, Massachusetts, where the Boston Bruins and the Detroit Red Wings battle it out for California. So we're going to go ahead and go down to the Bruins center ice where the B shield is. Going to get a good old face-off, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with about a minute left between Detroit and Boston for the control of California, as the game is tied 1-1, with Boston scoring just a little bit ago with like 3 minutes left in the period. Basically in the game, I should say. Anyways. Alright, Cedar now has it for the Red Wings. He is going down with the puck. Gives it all the way to Zadina. Goes, Cups, tries to score and couldn't get anything going. Piron going down to Mata. And the puck is going over. Kopp tries to do something. Still holds the puck against the wall with less than 30 seconds to go. Puck is flying around. Kopp tries to shoot again, but it couldn't. Rashawn going. Cross to the Red Wing zone. Goes around. Tries to pass to the slot, but was double manned. Puck with less than 10 seconds in the Red Wings' possession. Going all the way down. Tries to shoot. Couldn't get anything. And we are going to overtime. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Face-off now down in overtime. Number 1 in Boston. Face-off 1, and we'll see you in the final seconds. Big hit. Picked up by Coyle to Zaka. And hits the crossbar, and they score anyway! Oh my goodness, finally! Someone scores a goal as Boston destroys down the Red Wings in overtime number 3. Let's go ahead and take a look at who they're taking with on their California dynasty. And from the Detroit Red Wings, Dylan Larkin is going to Boston. Let's go take a look at that map. Here we are with the map as Boston takes down the Red Wings and controls all of California and Nevada now. Boston trying to see if they can get something going as a dynasty, as they're controlling a good portion of the Southwest. Let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Here we are with the wheel, and we have the Nashville Predators. Here's Nashville all the way over in Maryland, and they will take, and from the line detail, they will be taking Virginia. Line went right through and hit this little edge on the right, and now Nashville controlling a little bit bigger on the states. So, let's go ahead and go to the wheel. Alright, wheel spin, we get the New Jersey Devils, so let's go back to them. Last we saw them, they took Indiana, so let's see what they do now, as they will be taking on the New York Rangers, so let's go get a game. Welcome to Madison Square Garden in New York, New York, where the New York Rangers and the New Jersey Devils battle it out for Midwest territory of the United States. Going to the Rangers shield on the middle of the ice, going to get a good face-off down here, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with the final 10 seconds in the game between New Jersey and New York for the Rangers. And yeah, New Jersey's kind of said, nah, we taking your stuff. And they come out with the victory of 4-1 with one empty net goal in the game. So, New Jersey comes in and wins, and the New York Rangers, who have been doing pretty well in the last couple of seasons, are out in their first game. Let's go take a look at who the Devils will be taking with them. And from the New York Rangers, the New Jersey Devils will be taking Artemi Panarin. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map now. Welcome back to the map, where the New Jersey Devils have taken down the New York Rangers and have taken even more land and are expanding a little more in that Midwest area of the United States. Let's go back to the wheel to see who's next. Here we are with the wheel, getting it spinned, and we are going to have the St. Louis Blues. So, we went from the Rangers being in St. Louis to now to St. Louis in where the Rangers were. So let's go ahead and get a wheel and see where they're going. Arrow is spinning, and they will be going to fight the Arizona Coyotes. So let's go get a game. Welcome to Mullet Arena in Tempe, Arizona, where the Arizona Coyotes now are in the Montreal Canadiens zone, taking on the St. Louis Blues. We're in the Rangers category area to see who will control more areas of this map. Face off, 1, final minutes, see you there. Here we are with about a minute, as we're going to get a penalty basically right here. It's charging on Clayton Keller. Oh my goodness, this could ruin the Coyotes' chance of winning this game. Alright, face-off now down in the Coyotes zone as a power play for the Blues. The Coyotes do win the face-off and dumped it in, but now they have control, but it doesn't matter as now St. Louis is driving with the puck. Going into the Coyotes zone. Tarasenko shoots, but a good save. Game is still tied 1-1 with 36 seconds left. Face off in the Coyote zone. 1. Tarasenko shoots. Couldn't get anything into the net. Tarasenko shoots again, but again, nothing there. Dumped out. Coyotes getting a good amount of the time winding down, and it's picked up by the Coyotes. Oh my goodness. They could actually get... Never mind. Sod. 2-on-2. Pass it down. Gets it back. Shot. Weak. Backhand. No thing saved. 10 seconds to go in regulation. Let's see if the Blues can do something about it. Won by the Blues. And they do score! Kyrou! They get a goal! Now it's 2-1 with less than 10 seconds left to go. I think that's the dagger for St. Louis. So with that, we're just gonna go. No, we'll finish up. It's 8 seconds. It's nothing to. It won't hurt. Because who knows? Maybe the Coyotes do score. They almost did. Oh goodness! All right, let's go take a look at who the St. Louis Blues will be taking with them. See you there. And from the Arizona Coyotes, Clayton Keller is now a St. Louis Blue. Let's go take a look at the map for what St. Louis has gotten. Here we are at the map with St. Louis taking down the Coyotes and gaining a lot of land in Canada. As for the Coyotes, early exit, really not much there. They lost by Clayton Keller actually getting a penalty in the final minute and basically a power play goal for the Blues, which causes them to win the game. So now St. Louis owns a lot of portion and only 2 starting teams in Canada are left. Crazy. It's crazy. Alright, let's go to the wheel. Wheel is spinning and we're going to have the Florida Panthers. Last time we had the Panthers, they expanded, and they will... Ooh. Will that actually hit New Jersey, or will it hit Nebraska? Pulling out the line. With the arrow trajectory dots, they do, in fact, cross into New Jersey territory. So we're going to have a Florida-New Jersey game coming right up, right now. Welcome to Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. I believe this is actually the first time we're in this arena for NHL Imperialism. As we go down to the NJ of the middle ice, where the New Jerseys are on the strip line, face off, final moments, see you there. Alright, here we are with the Devils having an empty net as they just pulled their goalie. Down 2-1 against the Florida Panthers. Palat shoots and scores! Andre Palat goes in and scores the tying goal for the New Jersey Devils. Oh my goodness. So now we have a tied game, 2-2, with 33 seconds left to go. So now we're going to stay here until either someone scores again or we go into overtime. Panthers win the opening, well, not the opening faceoff, but they win the faceoff after the goal and dump it right in. Bratt to Palat. All the way down to Hughes. Trying to get something going and maybe win this game. Puck is tipped and couldn't get anything. Still picked up by the Devils, so they still have control. And now it's Bratt. Now it's Hughes. Just going back, gets his pass blocked, but it doesn't matter. Now it's Bratt. And gets poke checked, so it doesn't matter. And, oh, a shot. Nothing there, and we are going to overtime. Alright, welcome to overtime number 1 between the Florida Panthers and the New Jersey Devils. Going to get a face-off here, and we'll see you all in the final seconds of the game. Now they have something going. Hesher, Palat scores! And the New Jersey Devils destroy the Florida Panthers and will be taking all the land that they had and a player. So let's see what player that is right now. And from the Florida Panthers, Matthew Tkachuk is now a New Jersey Devil. So let's go take a look at the map now. Welcome back to the map as the New Jersey Devils take down the Florida Panthers in a long overtime game and get a win from goal from Palat. Alright, let's go take a look at the wheel now. Halfway through, next team up is the New Jersey Devils again. Back-to-back type of style going. And the Devils... Ooh, let's see which state they take. And with the dot trajectory, they will be taking Wisconsin. So now the Devils expand even more and taking a lot of land in the middle of the United States. Alright, let's go take a look at the wheel. Still halfway through the teams, and now we're going to get Boston. So let's go take a look at them. Alright, Boston, let's see what you got. And they will be taking on the Montreal Canadiens, so let's go get a game. Welcome to Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, where the Boston Bruins are coming in to take more southwest territory of the United States of America, while the Canadiens are holding off an attack to see if they can get more land and expand even more to become as big as they once were. Face off down, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with 1 minute between Montreal and Boston as the game is tied 1-1 with a shot by Pastrnak and couldn't get anything there. Suzuki now holds it for the Canadiens. And pass is kind of picked off, but picked up by the Canadiens, so that's alright. But it doesn't matter now as Boston holds it. Marchand fighting the puck with Suzuki. Suzuki do some ballerina stuff, but it doesn't matter. McAvoy loses it on a hit. Held against the wall now. Who's going to get the puck? Suzuki to Anderson. And Ullmark saves. Alright, face-off won by the Bruins. And they still hold it. Grzelcyk trying to get something going. Now it's the Brinkett trying to get it again. Carlo now has it. Carlo couldn't get anything on a shot. Less than 10 seconds to go. Canadiens have it. And now Boston has it. Carlo going in. Bergeron passes it back, and now we are going to overtime. Face-off number 1, or overtime number 1. Face-off won by Savard. Anderson gives it to Suzuki. Anderson, oh, and a score by Pitlick! And the Canadiens now win this game and take down the Bruins. And now we're going to have a completely new team winning the Imply Cup now, as all 3 other winners previously shown are all eliminated. So, let's go take a look at who the Canadiens will be taking with them. And from the Boston Bruins, Brad Marchand is now going to the Montreal Canadiens. Alright, let's go take a look at the map. Welcome back to the map as the Montreal Canadiens take down the Boston Bruins. And from what I said earlier, we're going to have a new Imply Cup champion in this video. So let's go get to the wheel so we can see who else has a chance. 15 teams left. Wheel gives us the Vancouver Canucks. So, there's Vancouver, now in Ohio. Strange thing to see. And they will be taking on the New Jersey Devils. So let's go get a game in there. Welcome to Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, as the New Jersey Devils and the Vancouver Canucks battle it out for Midwest territory of the United States. Going back to the NJ in the middle of the ice, where we're going to have an opening face-off and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with the final 10 seconds of the game between New Jersey and Vancouver, with New Jersey scoring 2 empty net goals, making the final score 4-0. So, New Jersey's making a good case of being a dynasty. Let's see who they're going to take from Vancouver now. And from the Vancouver Canucks, Quinn Hughes goes on to the Devils. And now there's 2 Hughes on the team, one on offense and one on defense. Let's go take a look at the map. Welcome back to the map as the Vancouver Canucks are eliminated by the New Jersey Devils, and New Jersey getting more territory in the Midwest of the United States. And West Virginia is kind of looking a little spooked with all the teams surrounding it. Alright, let's go take a look at the wheel now. 14 teams left, wheels spinning, and it is the Washington Capitals. Let's go take a look at them. Alright, Washington did some expansion the last time we saw them, and now they will be taking on the Devils. So let's get a game on that. Welcome to Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, where the New Jersey Devils, once again in another game as a defender, now this time against the Washington Capitals. Going back to that NJ, center ice. Gonna get that opening face-off started right now, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with New Jersey pulling their goalie out of the net as they are down 1-0 against the Washington Capitals. Of course, as I say in the previous game, that they're building a dynasty, they could lose this game and lose all of the stuff they have made and won and built up. Anyways, Brett tries to shoot, but Kemper saves. Alright, face-off now down in the Capitals zone with 24 seconds left. Caps win it. Van Dyke now has it. Now it's Mantha. Now it's Milano. Trying to get something going. Still in their zone. Oh, big hit. And dumped in by the Caps. Picked up by the Devils. Palat gives it to Tatar. Less than 10 seconds to go. Pass down. Blocked by Kemper. Palat tries to shoot. Nothing going on. Held against the wall. And the Capitals win 1-0. And the New Jersey Devils are out of here. All of the work they've done with all the teams they have destroyed from defending their land. In this one, they could not do it. Capitals win, so let's go ahead and take a look at who they will be taking. And from the New Jersey Devils, Matthew Tkachuk is now a Washington Capital. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map now. Alright, here we are at the map with the Capitals taking down the Devils and gaining a lot of land in the United States. Washington showing that they can take down a team as heavy as the Devils. Let's see what they can do next. Let's go to the wheel. 13 teams down. Next team we have are the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal over here, having some good land over here. And now, let's see where they go on this one. With the dot trajectory, they will be taking on the Washington Capitals, so let's go get a game in there. Welcome to Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C., where the Washington Capitals and the Montreal Canadiens battle it out for a lot of land in the United States of America. Going down to the Capitals' middle ice, going to get that opening face-off, and we'll see you all in the final moments of the game. We're about 1 minute left between the Montreal Canadiens and the Washington Capitals. No score in either side. Face-off won by, well, the Caps, but they ain't doing stuff with it. Carlson gives it to Orlov, to Tkachuk. Tkachuk going into the zone. Stops, gives it to Backstrom to Ovechkin, and oh, blocked by Allen. Canadiens have it now. Gallagher going into the zone. Still has control of the puck. Passes it down to Dorvek. Couldn't get anything, but still has control. Savard to Hoffman. Savard now has it. Trying to go in. Couldn't get anything. 20 seconds to go. Backstrom going into the zone. Gets hit. And the Canadiens pick it up. Hoffman with about 10 seconds to go. Suzuki trying to get something. Nothing there. Hoffman had control for 1 sec, but not there anymore. Backstrom going around to the back, and we are going to overtime. Welcome to overtime number 1 between the Caps and the Canadiens. Going to have a good face-off in the middle. Won by the Caps, and we will see you on the final seconds. And the Caps are still holding it, going into the back of their own zone. And the Habs have it. Shot and scored by Gallagher! And the Canadians beat the Capitals! How are the Canadians winning? The Canadians have destroyed Boston, destroyed the Capitals. You know, go Cap. Or not Cap. Go Habs. Go Montreal. Alright, let's go take a look at who they'll be going on an adventure with. And from the Washington Capitals, John Carlson will be going to the Montreal Canadiens. As Alex Ovechkin has the same overall as a lot of the forwards that Montreal has, so this one made more sense for them. Let's go to the map now. Here we are at the map with the Canadiens taking down the Capitals and showing that they are now the team to mess with, as they take a lot of land that escape basically from east to west of the United States. Alright, let us go ahead and get to that wheel. 12 teams to go. Next one up, well, it's the Canadiens again. Let's go ahead and get them going. Alright, Canadiens, got an arrow going your way, and you will be taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. So let's go get that game. Welcome to PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where the Montreal Canadiens are trying to gain even more land from the last game by now taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins, as they now control Texas. We're going down to the center ice in the Penguins, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Alright, we're going to get in here with 56 seconds left, as the Pittsburgh Penguins just scored a goal to tie the game 2-2 now. And they're going in, but they lose the puck. Caulfield for the Canadiens now holds it and gives it to Carlson. Gets his puck poke checked, and now Crosby has it. And now it's Marchand. Marchand gives it to Caulfield. Caulfield going in and loses the puck. Russ picks it up for the Penguins. Going around, Crosby gets hit and loses the puck. But it's alright, because the Penguins still has it. And it's dropped immediately. Suzuki gives it to Marchand. Going into the zone. Trying to get something and loses it. Puck held against the wall. Who's going to get it? Penguins do. So now they're rushing in with less than 10 seconds to go. Weidman has it for the Canadiens. And it looks like we're just going to go straight into overtime unless Suzuki gets something here, and they do not. Alright, we are going to go ahead and get into overtime number 1 between the Canadiens and the Penguins. Puck dropped, and we will see you on the final seconds. Going on into the other side, into the zone. Trying to get something past to Gallagher, and a shot scored by Hoffman. And the Montreal Canadiens defeat another team. And the Pittsburgh Penguins are out of here. Let's see who the Canadiens are taking from Pittsburgh on their dynasty. And from the Pittsburgh Penguins, Sidney Crosby is now going to Montreal to go to their dynasty. Let's go take a look at that map. Here we are back at the map as the Canadiens have taken down another big powerhouse team, this time the Pittsburgh Penguins. And they gained Sidney Crosby from them and take control of the big Texas. Now the Canadiens are controlling a lot more land. So let's go ahead and take to the wheel to see who, maybe the Canadiens, will be next to go and move. 11 teams to go. And we are now going to go with the Nashville Predators. Let's go take a look at them. Alright, Nashville, let's see where you are going to go. Let's go figure out where they're going to go. And from the line trajectory, the Nashville Predators skim by without touching West Virginia and will be taking on the Montreal Canadiens. So, let's go on ahead and get that game. Welcome to Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, where the Nashville Predators are trying to take all of the land that the Canadiens have just received by defeating a lot of teams. We're going to go down to the center ice where the CHR going to get a good old-fashioned opening face-off, and we'll see you in the final moments of the game. Here we are in Montreal versus Nashville, as Nashville just pulled their goalie. And now they're trying to see if anything going, and Caulfield just takes it and scores. And he has a hat trick. Oh, good for him. All right, well, we'll go ahead and go to the 10-second mark. All right, so here we are with 10 seconds, and yeah, the score changed a lot within that small time frame. I have no idea. The Canadiens are scary. They definitely have a very big chance of winning this whole thing. Oh, boy. Well, let's go take a look at who's joining the Canadiens dynasty. And from the Nashville Predators, it's Roman Josi. This team is getting really scary. Let's go take a look at the map now. Alright, here we are at the map with the Canadiens destroying the Predators 8-4 and taking all of this land right here. And now they're one step closer to winning it all, as they look like the team to beat. Let's go to the wheel. Alright, 10 teams are left. Who is next? It's the St. Louis Blues. Alright, St. Louis, let's see what you got. Got an arrow spinning, and you will... Ooh, let me see real quick. And yes, they will be taking on the LA Kings, so let's go get that game. Welcome to Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, California, where the LA Kings are defending their home from an attacking St. Louis Blues team as they try to embark on more land. Let's go down to the shield of the LA in the center ice, get that good old opening face-off, and we will see you in the final moments of the game. Alright, here we are with about 10 seconds left, well 9 actually, with the Kings winning 5-2. The Blues couldn't really answer for anything as the Kings just kept scoring, and almost a goal by the Blues, but it doesn't matter because the Los Angeles Kings are going on with the final 10. Or is it final 9? I don't remember. Who cares? All that really matters is that, yeah, Kings win. Let's go take a look at who they're going with. And from the St. Louis Blues, Clayton Keller is now moving on to Los Angeles. Let's go take a look at the map now. Alright, here we are at the map, with the Blues being taken out by the Kings. And now, the Kings own a lot of territory, all up in Canada. So let's see if they can hold on to this. As the Blues, you didn't do a good job. Kind of just sat there. And now you're gone. And now the Kings own your territory, and you're no longer in content for the Imply Cup. So, sucks to be you. Anyways, let's go to the wheel. Final 9 is where we are at now, and we are going with the Carolina Hurricanes. This is the first time we've actually seen the Hurricanes in this video, and let's see what they do. And they will be taking South Dakota, so let's go give them that. And just like that, Carolina expands, getting ever so closer to touching both ends of Montreal. Let's go back to the wheel. Another spin, another team, and it's the Canadiens. Let's go see what they do. Alright, Montreal with the biggest span of territory, and you will be taking Utah, so let's give it to them. More territory for the Canadiens. They're expanding really big right now. Let's go back to the wheel. Going back to Toronto. Alright, Toronto, let's see what you got. Where are you going? Taking on the Sabres. Let's go get a game. Welcome to KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York, where the Toronto Maple Leafs are trying to take more land of Canada from the Buffalo Sabres, as the Sabres themselves are trying to defend, and hopefully they get the end that they want on Canada. Going down to the Sabre Shield, get a good old face-off in the middle of the ice, and we'll see you in the final moments of the game. Here we are with the minute left between Buffalo and Toronto, as they are tied 1-1 heading into the final minute of the game. So we're going to go ahead and get into this action and see who will either score or see if we go into overtime. All right, here we are going in. The Canadiens have the puck and immediately lose it. Skinner now has it for the Sabres. Passes it all the way down to Thompson. Tage Thompson shoots. Blocked. Battle for the puck. Riley has it for the Maple Leafs. Now it's Austin Reese, who he gets hit and loses the puck. Now the Buffalo Sabres have it. Skinner trying to go in and couldn't get anything. Battle for the puck. Held against the wall. Less than 20 seconds left to go. Maple Leafs still have it. Vasilevsky does save it. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into this action in the Maple Leaf zone for the faceoff as they do win it. So now they're trying to keep the puck away from the Sabres with 10 seconds left. See if they can score. Doesn't look like it, as we're not going to get it passed into the zone. So we're going to overtime. All right, here we are in overtime number 1 between the Sabres and the Maple Leafs. Puck dropped, and we'll see in the final seconds. Nothing there as the pass was intercepted, but it's still picked up. Dolan goes in and shoots and scores! And the Sabres take down the Maple Leafs in an overtime thriller within 1 minute of the overtime and score a goal. Whoa. How about that? All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at who the Sabres will be taking with them. And from the Toronto Maple Leafs, Austin Matthews is going on to Buffalo. Let's go take a look at the map now. All right, here we are at the map with the Sabres taking down the Toronto Maple Leafs, gaining a lot of land in Canada now. Now they are looking pretty spicy as a team. We're getting close with these guys. We're getting real close. All right, let's go take a look at the wheel. Final 8 spinning, and we get the San Jose Sharks. Well, San Jose, let's see where you are going. And with a simple ruler edge, they will be taking on the Buffalo Sabres, so let's go get a game in there. Welcome to KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. Actually, welcome back, since we're back-to-back games here, with the Sabres once again defending their land from an attacking opponent, this time the San Jose Sharks. Going back to that center ice where the Sabres are, with the Buffalo inside. Get a good old-fashioned opening face-off, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. We are 1 minute left between San Jose and Buffalo, as neither of the teams have scored a single goal in this game. So we're going to go ahead and stay in this one until either one of them scores or we go into overtime. Alright, so let's go on ahead and get into this. Barbanov going through and gets hit as he's trying to pass. Gives it to Hurdle. Try to pass it into the slot and nothing. Thompson's going through with the Sabres now. Loses the puck. Regains it, but gets hit in the wall. But his teammate Skinner picks up. Back to Thompson, to Matthews, and he scores! All right, well, with that, we'll go ahead and check back with this game once I'm sorry. San Jose pulls their goalie. All right, we're just going to get into the final 10 seconds as Buffalo has scored 2 goals in the last 30 seconds area, basically. And Buffalo is going to win and take down San Jose. Well, let's go on and take a look at who the Buffalo Sabres will be taking with them as they control even more land in Canada. And from the San Jose Sharks, Erik Karlsson is going to the Sabres. Let's go take a look at the map now. All right, here we are at the map with the Sabres taking down the San Jose Sharks and gaining a lot more land in Canada. And another player as well, and Erik Karlsson. Buffalo is definitely also gaining some territory, so let's see if we'll have a Canadian Sabres finals. That'll be interesting. In the meantime, though, for 100% sure, we are going to have a brand new Imply Cup champion at the end of this video. Alright, let's go take a look at the wheel. 7 teams are left. Next up are the Los Angeles Kings. Alright, Los Angeles, let's see what you got now. The arrow has given you New Hampshire. The arrow barely goes through this little pixel corner right here, so they do take more of the New England states. Missing just 3 more, and they control that whole area. Let's go back to the wheel. Still 7 teams left to go. Next up are the Blackhawks. Alright, Chicago, where are you going? To Delaware. Alright, more expansion. Let's go back to the wheel. Wheel is spinning, and we get the Los Angeles Kings again. Alright, arrow is spinning, and the Kings will be going nowhere. It just barely misses out on Rhode Island, so we're going to spin again. And they will go to Rhode Island. Los Angeles gaining even more territory. They only need 2 more and they control New England. Let's go back to the wheel. Alright, another wheel spin. Another team. And it will be the Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina getting a good wheel spin. See if they can do more. And they will by taking Nebraska. More expansion for all these teams. Still 7 more to go. Back to the wheel. Another wheel spin. And we're going back to Los Angeles once more. Alright, Los Angeles, where are you going now? And you will be taking on the Sabres. So let's go get a game. Welcome to KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York once more. As a third charm for the Sabres, they're defending against another team. This time being the Los Angeles Kings. Going down to the center ice where that Buffalo symbol is. Drop, pucked, and we'll see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are in the final 30 seconds between Buffalo and Los Angeles as Buffalo just pulled their goalie. And now Tage Thompson scores and ties the game 3-3. Alright, well, the game is tied 3-3, so we'll stick here until either one of them scores or we will go to the overtime. So let's go ahead and get into this game. Buffalo driving down, trying to maybe win this game. And we're going to have an offsides. Face off in the neutral zone, won by the Kings. And now Power takes it for the Sabres with less than 10 seconds. And now it's Kempe. A lot of fighting and hitting. Fiala trying to get something going and loses the puck. And we are going to overtime. Alright, face off now down in the middle for overtime number 1 for the Battle of Canada. As whoever wins this controls all of Canada that was reigned. Matthews steals it and scores! And the Sabres win less than 30 seconds into overtime. And they will be taking Canada and New England, basically. So let's go ahead and take a look at who they will be having join them from the Kings. Let's go take a look. And from the Los Angeles Kings, Connor Hellebuck is now a Sabre. Let's go take a look at the map now. Alright, here we are at the map with the Sabres taking down the Kings and gaining all the territory in Canada that was once reigned over by the team. As for the Kings, you actually did a decent job, but it just wasn't enough. And now the Sabres control basically Canada, while the Canadians control basically America. Let's go back to the wheel, see who is next. The final 6. Who is up next? The Colorado Avalanche. Let's go take a look. Now, I was going to say they're going to do nothing but expand, but they could hit Texas. But it doesn't matter, as they will be taking Georgia. The Avalanche getting a little bit of a groove in there. Let's see what happens next, as all of their pieces of land connect now. Back to the wheel. Final 6 still. Next team up is the Dallas Stars. Well, Dallas could take on some land or just fight. And it looks like they will fight as they skim through that little tiny area, but it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, no, they'll be facing the Sabres. Another Sabres game. Oh, gosh, let's go ahead and get to that. Welcome back once again to KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York, where the Buffalo Sabres, for a 4th time in a row, are going up against a team in their homeland. This time being the Dallas Stars. Go ahead and go down to the center ice of Buffalo as we're going to get a good old-fashioned puck drop, and we'll see you in the final moments of the game. Here we are in about the final 30 seconds between Dallas and Buffalo as Buffalo just pulled their goalie as they are losing 1-0 to the Dallas Stars. Cousins going in and loses the puck. Stars now have it, trying to get it out of there and try to score a goal so they can ice the game, but they aren't doing successful. Matthews to Cousins, trying to get something going but couldn't. Dallas now has the puck and trying to drive, but loses the puck, and Buffalo has it. But it doesn't matter because now the Stars pick it up. Excuse me. And now Dallas are just going to hold it and let the clock run out. Robertson, and that would have been a goal, but time ran out. And the Stars win 1-0. What the? Just 1 point for a player. No assists, just the goal, and that's it. So let's see who's going to Dallas. And from the Buffalo Sabres, it's Austin Matthews going to Dallas now. let's go on ahead and take a look at that map now. Well, Buffalo, you did a really great job. Just wasn't enough. And now you are gone as Dallas takes all of the land that Buffalo once had and controls a lot of Canada and a little bit of the northeastern parts of the United States. Buffalo, you did a great job, but like all the others so far, it just wasn't enough. Well, final five. Let's go to the wheel. Wheel's spinning on the final five, and we are going to have the Chicago Blackhawks. Well, by the looks of it, Chicago is going to face a team, and they will face the Montreal Canadiens. So let's go get a game there. Welcome to Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, where the Chicago Blackhawks are trying to take down the big juggernauts of the Montreal Canadiens. As we're going to go down to the center ice where the CH is, for Canadians and Habs if you didn't know. Going to go ahead and get a good old-fashioned opening face-off of this game. Puck dropped, and we'll see you in the final moments of the game. Here we are in the final 40 seconds between Chicago and Montreal, as the Chicago Blackhawks are winning this game 4-3, surprisingly. There's been back-to-back goals, a lot of goals actually, really close by to each other, but it happens. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this game. Chicago going into the zone, shot an open net, and we have a goal. Well, that looks like that will ice the game, and Chicago is going to go on ahead and win this one. So we'll go ahead and check back at the final 10 seconds of this game, and then we'll go ahead and go to the map. Alright, welcome back to 10 seconds. Not much has really happened since it was just a face-off and dump-in. Canadians have an empty net again. Suzuki shoots, and doesn't matter as the Chicago Blackhawks win this game. So let's go ahead and see who Chicago is going to have join them in this new dominant of the United States. And from the Montreal Canadiens, Roman Josi is going to be a Blackhawk. Alright, let's go take a look at the map. Alright, here we are at the map, with Chicago Blackhawks taking down the Montreal Canadiens and now owning all of this land. And now we have our final four, so let's go to the wheel to see who's next. 3 C teams and a D team, and next up is the Colorado Avalanche. Here's Colorado down in Florida, and they will be going. Now this is a weird line trajectory, but the Colorado Avalanche go through the water twice to hit Long Island and will be taking on the Dallas Stars. So let's go get a game. Welcome to American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, where the Dallas Stars, who hold all of Canada, will be fighting against the Colorado Avalanche, who only own the southeast United States. Going down to the center ice with the D-Star of Texas, going to get a good opening face-off, and we'll see you all in the final moments of the game. We're going to get into the final 10 seconds between Colorado and Dallas, as Colorado is gaining a 2-1 lead. And it looks like Dallas will not answer, but they do have an empty net, and nothing on that. Colorado moves on, 2-1, taking down the Dallas Stars, and have a very weird path of territory ownership. Well, let's just go ahead and get to the map to see what that looks like. But first, let's see who the Avs will be taking from the Stars. And from the Dallas Stars, Jason Robertson is going to the Avalanche. The Avs are racking up some big-name players, and this team is looking pretty scary. Alright, let's go take a look at the map. Alright, here we are at the map with the Colorado Avalanche taking all of the Stars' land and eliminating the Stars from playoffs. Well, not playoffs. Well, technically playoffs. Eliminating them from contention from further on. The Avs having a weird-looking trajectory of land ownership as they skip through water twice and just kind of gain waterland type of area. So now we're in the final threes. Let's go ahead and take a look at that wheel to see who is next. All C-named area places for the teams, and it will be the Carolina Hurricanes up next. Alright, Hurricanes, let's see what you got with the arrow spin, and you will be taking Iowa. So that's something surprising. Let's go back to that wheel then. Still the final three. See who's next. And it is the Colorado Avalanche. Alright, Colorado, let's see where you go. And you will be taking on Alabama. Alright, we're getting some expansions going, so let's go back to the wheel. And we're going back to Carolina. Alright, Carolina, let's see where you go now, as you will take on the Avalanche. So let's go get a game. Welcome to Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado, where the Carolina Hurricanes are trying to take the massive land that the Avalanche have and punch their ticket into the finals. Going to go down to the A of the Avalanche down at center ice. Going to get a good old-fashioned face-off, and we'll see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are in the final 10 seconds between Carolina and Colorado, with Carolina having a 4-1 lead in this game. But, hey, Connor McDavid scores for the Avs, but it's not going to do anything since, yeah, they're down by 2 with 1.4 seconds left. So I'm going to say Carolina wins this one, which sucks for an Avs fan like me, but who cares? It happens. Rodriguez, and it doesn't matter. All right, Carolina wins, so they take a lot of land. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. But first, we're going to go see who is joining the Carolina Hurricanes. And from the Colorado Avalanche, Connor McDavid is going on to be a Carolina Hurricane. All right, let's go to the map to see what it looks like for the Hurricanes and to get our finals going. All right, here we are at the map with the Hurricanes taking all of the land that the Avalanche just received from a previous game. And now Carolina Hurricanes are gaining a heck of a lot of land as they made a statement win, basically. So now we're going to go on ahead and roll the wheel to see who will be the away team for finals game number 1. So let's go take a look at that. Here we are at the wheel, and our final 2 with the Blackhawks being away for game 1 of the Imply Cup finals. So let's get a game. Welcome to PNC Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina, where we have our first Imply Cup final game of Season 4 between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Chicago Blackhawks. Gonna go ahead and get our face-off, and we'll see you all in the final moments of this final games. Here we are in the final 10 seconds in Imply Cup Final Season 4 Game 1 between the Canes and the Blackhawks. Goal by Mitchell. Okay. Well, the Canes are up 5-2 now instead of 5-1 with that really late goal. But it will not help since there's less than 2 seconds left in Game 1. And Carolina is looking completely dominant in the games that they have played. It's crazy. Face-off, won by the Blackhawks. And the Canes win Game 1, 5-2. All right, let's go on ahead and get to Game 2 down in Chicago. See you there. Welcome to United Center in Chicago, Illinois for Game 2 of the Imply Cup Finals in Season 4. As the Blackhawks and the Canes battle it out, and for the Canes to hopefully sweep to win their first Imply Cup, or Chicago can come in and ruin the surprise to force a Game 3. Face off down, see you in the final moments. Here we are in the final moments of the Chicago-Carolina Game 2 of Imply Cup Finals Season 4, as Chicago is down 1-0 against the Canes, and they have just empty net, and they tried to score, but Anderson saves. Alright, we're going to get a face-off now down in the Cane zone, won by the Canes, and the puck is being floated back. Carolina still holds control of it, and a big hit, and Yossi, and almost a good old pass block. Edsel shoots and scores! He scores! And we have a tie game! Holy moly! Now it's a 1-1 game, and we could go in overtime for Game 2 of the Imply Cup Finals. Face-off now down in the middle ice, won by the Blackhawks. Yossi throws it in. Carolina trying to at least hold the puck on so they don't accidentally get scored on again like that. And we are going to go into overtime as that puck was just a mere seconds late from entering the goal by McDavid. Let's go to overtime. Welcome to overtime number 1 in Imply Cup Finals Game 2 between Chicago and Carolina. Season 4 is going to go out with a bang, so we'll either have a Game 3 or an Imply Cup champion. All the way down, seeing if he can get it open. Johnson shoots it, scores! And we are going to have a Game 3 back in Carolina. Winner takes all. So we will go ahead and go down there and see you in Game 3. Welcome to Game 3 of Season 4 Imply Cup Finals between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Carolina Hurricanes. This is it. Winner takes all. Face off now down in the middle of the ice. And we'll see you all in the final moments of this game. Here we are in the final minute between Carolina and Chicago. Game 3 of the Imply Cup Finals of Season 4. And the game is tied 0-0 as Carolina tried. But now Chicago owns the puck. Domi to Burakovsky. Shot wide left. Domi picks it up, gets poke checked, and hit against the wall. Puck flying into the zone. And now Svechnikov going in to Aho. And puck is out of play. Face off now down in Chicago zone. We're going to have a face-off win by Chicago. Yossi holding on to the puck, gives it to Johnson. Johnson getting double-teamed and loses the puck and falls down. But somehow they still hold it, and never mind. The Canes have it. Slavin loses the puck on a pass. Taves gets hit and loses it, and the Canes have it. Slavin going in. Has it the Case? And Case couldn't get a score in. Less than 10 seconds to go. Taves going in. Slap shot. Nothing there. And we are going to overtime. This is it. Whoever scores the goal wins Imply. Pass intercepted. Shot and scores. Svechnikov wins it for the Canes. Carolina is your Season 4 Imply Cup champions. Let us go down to the map to celebrate and show you all what the map will look like and some statistics. Here we are at the map for one final time as the Carolina Hurricanes win Imply for Season 4. Only the fourth team to do it. As for Chicago, you put up actually a very good fight. Very surprising. But just wasn't good enough. Let me go ahead and fill up this map real quick. And we will see you all in the final area of the video. So, see you there. Alright, map is all filled in. And your Carolina Hurricanes are the Imply Cup champions. Congratulations to Carolina for doing something only 4 teams have done, including them, to win an Imply Cup. Now, let's go on to everyone's favorite moment of the video, statistics. Welcome to statistics. We're going to start off first with the most goals in this season with 4. And it's a tie between Cole Caulfield and Mike Hoffman. Next up for most assists with 5, it's another tie between John Carlson and Kevin Fiala. Up next is most total points, and that goes to Kevin Fiala again with 8. Now for our Imply Finals MVP, we have Andrei Svechnikov with 2 goals in 3 games. And lastly, for our player-specific statistics, we have our journeymen with the 5-way tie between Austin Matthews, Matthew Tkachuk, Connor McDavid, Clayton Keller, and Connor Hellebuck. And now for the most important statistic of all, goal horns. Starting off with 6 goal horns, we have a tie between Carolina and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Coming in at 4th place, we have another tie for 7 goals between the Boston Bruins and the New Jersey Devils. Next up for 3rd place with 8 goal horns, we have the Buffalo Sabres. For second place with 9 goals, we have the LA Kings. And for most goal horns used in Season 4, with 13, is the Montreal Canadiens. Well, that is it for NHL Imperialism number 4. Congratulations to the Carolina Hurricanes for winning the Imply Cup this season, and better luck next time for all of the others coming up with Season 5. As you may have noticed, if you watched the entire video, all the teams were switched up. Well, that was just to do a little testing to see about number 5 being complete RNG placement. Doesn't matter if the state has an NHL team or even the Providence or not. If that team gets picked to go to that state/Providence, it's going to that. So, keep your eye out for a 2-parter video for part 5, one being the state draft and then the actual Imperialism video. Anyways, thank you all for watching. It is me, that one guy from the one place at that one time, Jaguar110, and I want you all to have a great time. Make sure to subscribe and like and all that good stuff so that you can be ready for when the 5th one comes out.